Hey guys, so one of my friends asked me to talk about waiting to go to the ER. Now if you have gastroparesis, you kind of don't want to go to the ER because of how they treat you. I usually am treated like a drug addict or like I'm crazy or it's all in my head, blah blah blah. Well, I've been throwing up pretty violently for the past 4 days. For the past month, since Christmas really, my husband and I have been passing back and forth a respiratory infection. Well, this set off my throwing up because it aggravated my stomach and my freaking throat, all the discharge. Yeah. So my throat got really inflamed and really aggravated, and I kept gagging and then vomiting. So I was waiting to go to the ER because I didn't want to be treated like I wanted drugs, and I didn't realize how bad I actually was, you know? Like, I've been trying to drink Gatorade, more Gatorade than I can keep down, obviously, because I know most of it's going to come up, whatever. Like, I just want to get hydrated, so I was trying to drink Gatorade, so my husband was making me pictures of Gatorade and setting them on the counter, or nightstand, whatever, I was sleeping. But last night, at about 7 p.m., everything started going black. Like, it's hard for me to walk across the room, because, well, first of all, I didn't have any energy. Second of all, just like my vision just kept going black, and I kept getting dizzy. Sorry, I'm turning all kinds of ways because I fell and face planted, hit my jaw really hard, and then hurt my neck. You can see the mark right there. So I ran to a chair downstairs. Well, funny story. I went downstairs to get a banana because my husband was at work and he suggested I eat a banana to kind of coat my stomach, and if I was going to throw something up, at least it wouldn't be stomach acid, right? So I go down to the kitchen. Everything starts going black, so I run to the freaking chair, missed the chair, face plant on the ground, landed on my knees, and then landed on my face, like I showed you right now. Which the vomiting is not helping, that freaking hurts. And landed on the freaking banana. Not even joking. Like it was something out of a Monty Python skit, or like a really bad SNL sketch. I don't think I'll be able to look at bananas the same, actually. So I started crying because it freaking hurt, because my kitchen floor is made of stone, and somehow made it upstairs to my laptop because my phone was dead. I'd been charging it all day, but the power brick wasn't working. I figure, right? So call my husband from my laptop and tell him, you know, I've fallen and I need to go to the hospital, make sure I don't have anything fractured, because I really thought I hit so hard, I thought maybe I might have fractured my jaw or something. Man, it feels like I've been in a street fight and been sucker punched. So my husband's like, well, did you call an ambulance? And I'm like, no, why would I call an ambulance? You know, can you just come take me to the hospital? And he's like, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. So he gets off work and he comes to take me to the hospital. We get to the emergency room, and they do a triage, of course, before, you know, they call you back. And the lady took my blood pressure, and she took it like 3 times. And Jessie got me a wheelchair, you know, brought me in. She took my blood pressure. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. It was 74/41 when I got here. And so they took me back right away and put me in a room. Well, they took my blood pressure again, and it was around the same thing. They took 7 vials of blood, which they had to get from my foot because I had no veins. I was like, just take it out of my foot because they were talking about my neck, and I was like, oh, hell no. Pardon my French. No offense. Anyway, they put an IV in my wrist with a butterfly, as you can see, which I'm really impressed by, because usually they don't use a butterfly for IVs, and my veins are very, very tiny. They roll. And this is really the only spot I have, so I was really impressed. the nurse also did like a really complicated IV thing that I've never seen. Like she had double IVs going, like double bags. It turned out my creatine for my kidneys was at 2.5. My potassium was at 2.8. The normal level for your kidneys is around 1.5 or 1, in that area, not 2.5. That's really high. My potassium was super low. They gave me 4 bags of potassium, and it went from 2.8 to 3.3. So I'm still taking potassium. My blood pressure was super scary and low. I was in acute renal failure because my kidneys were starting to shut down because I was so dehydrated. They gave me about 5 bags of fluids in the ER, and then they said they were going to admit me, which I was a little apprehensive about. I wasn't expecting to be admitted. I was expecting them to kind of blow me off like they normally do. But I guess I was really scary when I walked in. And it scared me, seriously. Like, I was super scared. I didn't realize it was that bad. I have passed out and stuff before, but it's usually from low blood sugar, like hypoglycemia, not really blood pressure. So that was kind of new. I've never had my kidneys start to shut down from dehydration before either. So they tried to give me medicine by mouth at about 5 o'clock this morning. That didn't sit well. I started throwing up right away. So I saw the doctor this morning. He was super nice. The ER doctors were actually super nice too. Everybody's been really understanding and kind, which was a huge change for me because I'm not used to that. The doctor I saw this morning has a lot of gastroparesis patients, and we were talking about GP, and he said most of his are diabetic related. And I shared with him my information on my GP, and he was asking me if this is how many times I've been hospitalized for GP. And I was like, well, this is the first time I've actually been admitted since I was diagnosed in 2012, which is true. Usually the ER just gives me like half a bag of fluids and pats me on the head and sends me home. If I feel bad enough to, go to the ER. So he was impressed. He was like, well, how are you managing it at home? And I'm like, well, I do my best because that's all I can do. I mean, I try to drink lots of fluids, and I take anti-nausea medicine and do what I have to do. Anyway, he was really nice, and he was like, well, if you can keep your liquids down from dinner, and sorry, I'm a mess, dinner and lunch and everything, you can go home tomorrow. So that's the plan. The challenge is keep down food or broth or whatever, and then go home. By the way, they gave me gelato for lunch, like lemon gelato, and I swear it tastes like Pine Sol smells. Forcing myself to eat this stuff because even though I'm not hungry, I really want to go home and rest. And he was saying that too. We both agreed on that. You don't rest in a hospital. You rest at home. So, haven't fallen since I've been here, thankfully. I haven't passed out. Although I was passing out in the ER, like on the bed. I kept losing consciousness. And the doctor would come in and talk to my husband. And I'm really glad he was here. So yeah, I guess the moral of the story is listen to your body. And if you feel awful, you feel awful, go to the ER anyway. Don't listen to what the doctors may say, or don't worry how they treat you. You don't want to get to this point. Although, to be fair, I didn't know it was this bad. Like, I really thought, well, I guess this is going to sound terrible. I guess I'm used to feeling bad. So, like, this didn't feel different to me until I started passing out. And I was like, oh, crap, maybe it's blood sugar, Never thought it was blood pressure, but I thought maybe I was going hypoglycemic again because I hadn't eaten in 4 days. So, because I can't. Like, it just won't stay down. Nope, that wasn't the case. So I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. And my friend Shannon, shout out to Shannon, hope she doesn't mind to call her out, but she suggested that if you're having issues in the ER, to talk to the director of the ER and shut down that crap right away. She said that she went to the ER, asked for the director, because they were treating her like crap, gave the director my blog info, and the director actually looked at my blog and gave it to the rest of her staff. So, I mean, hey, do what you have to do. If my blog helps you, more power to you, man. Like, use that. That's why I write it. Like, seriously, if it'll help you get better treatment, do it. Give them my blog. I'll be glad to write whatever, they have questions about. I'll be glad to research it. I know I haven't written in a while because I've been feeling like crap, but I am working on 4 articles right now simultaneously. So hopefully they'll all come out at the same time or around the same time. It's just taking me a while because I'm actually quoting a lot because it's all new to me, new information. It's all research I'm doing. But I want to make sure and answer as many questions as I can. And I have over 100 drafts saved of subjects I need to write on that people have asked me about. So yeah, like, if that'll help you, then yeah, do it, man. Give them my blog. I didn't tell my doctor about my blog or anything. And I don't know if that would have helped anyway, but my blood pressure is back up to normal. I'm still getting pain and nausea medicine. And hopefully I'll be able to keep down the broth I just tried to drink and the stupid pine sol tasting, smelling stuff. And maybe I'll get to go home tomorrow. And then I'm hoping I do, so I can go and snuggle with my kitties and my husband and get some rest. But yeah, don't wait to go to the ER. I think after this I won't wait again. I just have had such bad experiences and have been treated like such a piece of crap. And I hate being doubted, and I hate when people tell me I'm not sick. I hate when people treat me like a drug addict. If I wanted drugs, I can go around the corner and buy some. I don't have to spend a couple $1,000 at the ER to get drugs. Seriously. I know that sounds terrible, but why? Why would you go to the ER just for drugs? Like, I don't even get that. I also went to the hospital that I was admitted into when I was diagnosed with GP, and they have my records and everything. It's a private hospital, so I've seen a lot faster. It's also a Catholic hospital, which I find intriguing. People here are really nice, though. I don't want to talk about religion. Religion, politics, and family matters seem to cause trouble, so I won't go there. But everybody's really nice, and I've actually had a patient advocate come in this morning and ask me if everybody's treating me okay. So that's good. I haven't had any trouble. All of the nurses have been completely understanding and really nice. The doctor was super nice. I've never seen him before, but I'm very, very grateful and blessed that they admitted me. And I'm very, very grateful to still be alive. I'm glad I didn't die last night. I am really, really, really glad, because it could have happened. And I wasn't thinking straight because of, I guess, low blood pressure and my kidneys and everything else, severe dehydration. I was just severely disoriented, not thinking correctly. And my husband probably would have taken me to the ER anyway had he got home that night. So, but I am, I really stopped myself good. All this throwing up really isn't helping my jaw. I feel like I got in a street fight and got sucker punched by somebody with brass knuckles. I haven't been in a fight in a long time. But, yeah, listen to your body. Oh, God, my throat's swollen, too. That's lovely. But listen to your body, and something's wrong. Something's wrong. If you don't know if something's wrong, ask for a second opinion. Call somebody and ask them. I want to give a shout out to my admins too for being sweet enough to take care of the groups and everything. I want to give a shout out to my friend Andrea. Man, I hope you feel better, sweetie. I am so sorry. I'm thinking about you. And I want to just let everybody know I'm okay. I'm healing. I won't be stupid again. It's just, you know, when other people doubt you so much, you start to doubt yourself. I don't know. That's something I have to work on. It's like I'm strong until I'm not. And I'm trying. I'm not perfect. But I got this fancy fall wrist thing. Isn't that great? Oh, man. But I just wanted to let everybody know what was going on, and hopefully I'll be back to right soon. I already feel a lot better after all these bags of fluids. I'm on a bag now. It'll probably last about, well, it should last about 13 hours. It's almost out. Also, does anybody know what the hell medical air is? Like, I don't understand the difference between oxygen and medical air. Is that like a hazmat thing or what? Tempted to hide googly eyes around here.